Hi guys, what's up? It's me again, Meat Puppet, and yeah, I know I haven't made a video for a long time, but I got some tips for you that might be helpful in whatever situation that you might have experienced, okay? Number one, first of all, but today I want to focus on kids that might have autism, right? My kid, the biggest one, he's 7 years old. He has autism. I don't know if it's light autism or whatever, but it was enough that he looked us in the eye, but not a lot. But he put course in a row consistently. He could not hold a bottle up to feed himself. He didn't like to play with us at all. And I remember when he used to walk, whenever we tell him, hey, let's go in this direction, he turned around and went in the other direction. It's just, he did weird stuff. So I'm not saying that any baby that does any weird stuff, you're going to be like, oh, he has autism. But you have to focus in a few little details. And why am I telling you guys this? It's like, the faster you recognize these tips and you try to treat your kids in a different way, the less probability that you might adapt his defensiveness in his brain to create a different character to get your attention. You have to be very careful, and you don't see that in the beginning. And sadly, a lot of people are gonna tell you you're a very, very, very bad mom or dad. I've been there. So let's go with the tips, right? First of all, if you notice the details or whatever, if you see your kid is like doing like this consistently, if you notice that your kid watches TV very focused, like super focused, well, actually that's not true, because even a baby that's normal is gonna watch it focused. But babies kind of understand words in TV. Autistic kids don't. They just watch that, like, they don't say anything, they don't react. Some of them don't even laugh. So you have to pay attention to this stuff, and there's not much you can do. All you can do as a father or mother is spend a lot of time with them and talk to them a lot. You don't stop, because if they do something weird, the first thing that you have to do is this: be weird just like them. Because the moment you do something weird like them, in their brain they're gonna be like, hey, somebody that does something like me.
Yeah, Papa. ¿Dónde está Papa? ¿Dónde está Papa? Papa.
Maybe I should copy this person when he does something weird. You have to play the game, and you're gonna be like, hey, that's gonna take a lot of time, right? Yes, of course it's gonna take a lot of time, but you build a kid. It's your own D&D character. But if you don't spend the time with him, you're gonna complain in the future why he's not activating himself, you know? Because my son, for example, plays battery very well. He can swim, he can rollerblade, everything for some odd reason, which for me didn't make any sense. But when he was 3 years old, I was running, playing with him while he was going off a mountain, and he was driving like a boss. That's him. He's freaking happy. He doesn't see danger, but he drives well. But the problem is, he couldn't brake. He didn't understand braking. So sadly, you have to spend a lot of time keeping him safe from danger. It's just, it is what it is. It's hard. I'm not gonna say that there were many times I was like, oh man, I have to be with him again at the park with the baby that doesn't even talk to me. It was hard. But slowly, once in a while at the park, he was like, Papa there? Like, he's pointed to a place that he climbed so many times without my instructions. And when I saw that for the first time, I was like, this feels good, you know. I think this tip was kind of big. I said a lot of stuff, but hey, let's go to the next one. Your kid will only learn through pain. Now, though, people, don't go drop kick your baby. I'm not saying that. But let me give you a few examples. There was like, I went with my son almost every Saturday to a kid park, right? I told him to do this, do that. And in the kid park, he had to do everything on his own. So sometimes I throw him at on a huge balloon and he kept trying to climb up. He played with other kids and everything. But there was one specific thing that pissed me off. He did not understand how to climb on a rope and put his legs and go up. But he was always like, Papa, help me. Papa, help me. And I was like, I can't help you, right? But one time he went inside the park, and adults are not allowed to go inside the park. Well, not like normally unless your kid wants some help. So I just guided him, go here, put your leg there, put your hand there. And he was trying. And when he came to that rope again, I tried to help him by putting my hand into the net, because there's a net to protect the kids so they don't fall on the floor. So I pushed him a little. I said, you know what, son? I'm done. Climb. You have to climb. And I just went away and started playing with my phone. And of course, I'm watching him in secret. But I'm not letting him know that I'm watching him. You know? And I saw him try to climb. Bram! Try to climb. Bram! It happened 10 times. And for some odd reason, at the 11th time, boom! He started climbing, and when he climbed, immediately I was like, wow, did you climb? He was like, yes, yeah, with my leg, wow, yeah. Dance and everything. Everybody was like, why does that father exaggerate everything? It seems to be like a capable 4-year-old. I'm like, I don't freaking care anymore. I'm the crazy papa. And guess what? The more fun I have with my baby, the more kids are coming around me, be like, man, that's the best papa in the world. I wish I had a papa. Hey, is that your papa? I'm gonna play with you because you have a cool papa. And all the kids went to play with my son. You can help your kid. My wife went to the school, played the piano so my son could play the battery. The whole school came to watch him play. An autistic kid doesn't like attention, but the attention that everybody was seeing him play something in rhythm and shaking, it made him so happy. That was the first time when I picked him up from school. Papa, I have a lot of friends. Do you know how happy that makes me feel when I invest so much in my kid and suddenly I get the love? The people that told me that I'm giving my son too much love because he's not autistic or whatever are the same people that told me in the future, I think the only reason God gave you this kid is because you're the only one that is capable of loving him this much. That was a guy that I wanted to punch. Made me hug him and almost cried. Look, man, just because the kid has autism, I'm not gonna say you're not gonna have a rough time. You're only gonna have a rough time because nobody talks about it. There's more of them. Many people hide them. I met an autistic kid at a child park. When the kid wants to talk to me, the grandpa, you know what the grandpa said? Hey, stop bothering. And we're like, no, he's not bothering us. And the kid was asking us questions about the story and this and that. And I'm like, guys, it's a kid. Just have fun. You can invent a crazy story that would believe anything. But if you don't have this, that's like putting them a gangster COVID mask and never smile. They'll never know. It's like it's your responsibility to help them with emotion. My mother-in-law complained, your kid doesn't see me because my kid had autism. He didn't know how to speak in the beginning. Very bad. I said, Miss, you're not opening your eye. You're always like a little sick like that. Open your eye. Express emotion. He will recognize it immediately. From that day on, my son kept saying, hello, grandma. Hello, grandma. It's like these little weird details that people don't see. You know? I think it's so much fun. The problem is, people want a kid that loves them back. So now I'm going to number 3. It's not a lot of tips, but I think they're big tips, you know? But I hope they can be helpful, you know? My kid, 3 years old, I went with him to a specific park a very long time ago. I think I went with him once or twice, right? And when he was six, we went to the park again with a group, because we have all these groups and you can hang out together and everything. Kind of nice and everything. Cool. So when we were talking there, everybody was asking me, and they told me, how do you see my kid? Because I see your kid is going very far. It's just that he has less autism. He says, no, my kid was like yours. I just invested, bro. I didn't stop. I was on a mission, it was my job, and it became part of my life. The psychologist of my son told me, you need to take a break, go drink a little beer. I'm like, no, if I go drink a beer, remembering my past life, why the heck do I want to come to this life? I'm gonna stay here, get used to the punches. So I'm like, hey, that doesn't make any sense. Be happy with my wife. And then my kid doesn't believe that whenever something bad happens, the problem just goes away and might come back, hopefully not angry. I'm not gonna do that. I spent it with my kid. And guess what? When I went at that park, when my son was 6 years old, he says, Papa, do you remember this? And this, we did this. And I was like, damn. So all the time I spent with you when you didn't respond to me, you were downloading. You didn't show me anything. I was wetting a sponge, but the water wasn't dripping. And suddenly, bam, it exploded. And guess what? Nobody gave me the props point for that. Everybody was like, oh, his autism is little. It's not any big thing. Or they will just grow out of it. Sure. Then go talk to any psychologist before you tell me this is an anecdotal experience. All the psychologists would say the only reason shy kids talk less is because we don't talk to them because they don't want to talk back. You create things, you invest in an emotion, or you confirm a way of thinking of your child. It's your responsibility as a parent to detect this, invest. It's your D&D character. Why did you make the kid then? For him to love you? No, you're supposed to love him or her before she even can love you. So, if a kid has autism, look, man, spend your time with them. Not on your phone, not on your computer, be there. If you want to be on your phone, they're not going to take away the phone. Just sit next to them and talk about something random. Don't show them the things that pisses them off and turn their face away, do stupid stuff, especially very stupid stuff that they don't understand, like do a stupid barrel roll on the floor or pick them up like you're a guitar today, ding, 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 ding. Do stupid stuff. They need that interaction. If you can't do that, dude, you're setting him up for a weird life. And last tip, because this is one of the best things that the psychologist told me. I told her that I get angry when people don't understand when I try to explain what my son likes or not. And she was like, do you really want your kid to believe there's replicas of you out there? I was like, well, yeah, that's impossible. She says, well, you can't. Let him experience pain. Let him understand the life isn't like that. Because if he cries and he screams on the floor, let him. You shouldn't tell him to stop. Let him get it out though. It's gonna happen, but you need to give him space to express it. Unless he punches. I can understand, then you can say something about it. But give him the space. Give him the space to express himself so he realizes, hey, if I scream this much, nothing is going to happen. Even after a no, it's not forever. But if he screams that much and you are always there to save him, you make him realize after the no, Papa or Mama is here. He should know that after a no, there can be peace and there might be a different solution. It's your job to build the kid. He doesn't click the button as a normal kid. Normal kid learn like this. Autism is boom, 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 like a weird click, you know? And I'll just stop now because I can just talk hours about this stuff. But all I can say is just invest in your kid. Just invest in your kid. Spend time with your kid. See what he likes. Buy specific toys. Toys are so cheap now because iPad is the replacement, right? So nobody is buying toys. They're so cheap. I always go to these Asian stores and I buy a humongous amount of little toys like that, and we have a blast, bro. Boy, Legos, let them build Legos and everything. And right now I focus on teaching my son playing Mario, how he has to jump and everything. It has to be useful. But I never let my son watch TV without me being there and telling him exactly what's happening on the screen, so he has questions to ask me. Anyway, I'll just keep it here. As I told you, I can talk hours about this stuff, and I will try to upload more videos consistently. Okay? If you have any tips, questions, or video I should react about parents or what I think about it, just let me know. And hey man, it's Saturday. I'm gonna enjoy my kids, so see you guys next time. I will make a video very soon again. Okay? Peace.